to the Glasstire Top 5. It's the week of June 2nd, 2016. I'm Rainey Knudson.
I'm Christina Cris.
It's raining. It's raining. Can you see the rain?
Yeah.
Number 5 is Giovanni Valderas at McKinney Avenue Contemporary in Dallas. Number 5 opens this Saturday. Okay, I know his work. The show's called Forged Utopia. I know it because of a piece called No Hay Pedo at the Art League, which was up, I think, last fall, if I'm not correct. No hay pedo means, is an idiom meaning no problem, but it literally means there's no fart. I'm not sure how sophisticated of a knowledge of Spanish idiom you have to appreciate his entire body of work, or if some of it is a little more accessible to the non-Spanish speaker. They're the letters that are stuck on it, and you have the piñata surface of the paper, the fluttery paper, and then you will allow some of the subskeleton, the piñata subskeleton, and like paper bits that you would find in a piñata to show through. So it evokes piñatas, it evokes signage. I think a lot of it has to do with real estate signage.
He's a Dallas guy. He graduated from North Texas in 2012.
Number 4, I saw the show yesterday, A View Within at Houston Center for Contemporary Craft. It is textile works by 2 different artists exploring body scanning imagery. If that sounds like a nightmare that you want to run away from, I understand that feeling, but I will tell you that the show is an absolute delight. It is beautifully installed. The works themselves are very compelling. I don't like textile works, generally speaking. These are, I mean, what saves them is just the beautiful craftsmanship of them. There's 2 artists, Karen Rips and Paula Chung. Paula Chung's works are much more literal. They look really like a body scan. And she uses like a 5-thread sewing machine, some kind of fancy sewing machine. What's really nice is that HCCC has done installation in a corner that shows you the process of these artists. So how do they make these works? And instead of sort of demystifying it in a bad way, it actually makes it more interesting. And then the other artist, Karen Rips, her work is much more, the imagery is much more abstracted. Really, really stunning works.
So number 3 this week is Alexander Paulus. It's at Row 2 Art here in Dallas. This guy, he's a Memphis, Tennessee artist. These are generally kind of smallish paintings. I can't remember if he showed at Row 2 before he had a piece in Draftsman of the Apocalypse at Central Track that Hyde Fontenot had curated, or vice versa. It doesn't matter, chicken or egg or whatever. So his work has been coming into Dallas from Memphis, Tennessee, and they're good. They're funny and they're grotesque. There's always something on the periphery that just feels like something bad or wrong has happened. So there's this nice push-pull between them being kind of charming because they're ultra colorful and being slightly toxic.
You can never tell from a JPEG how good a person really is at pushing paint around a canvas.
Oh, it's a nice balance between feeling tight and feeling loose. They're tight because of their size. There's a looseness and a kind of a feeling of spontaneity sort of within that tightness. But again, Row 2 is kind of hitting it out of the park these days.
This is like their 3rd show that we picked for a top 5, isn't it, or something?
I think so.
Jordan is kicking tush.
So number 2 this week is the ArtSmarter Prize. Here it is. It's finally here. It's on Friday evening.
In Dallas.
It's in Dallas. It's at Cris Worley Fine Arts, her gallery. She's hosting, and Glassstire's co-host. And Frank ArtSmarter has worked his dubious magic over the course of the last, I don't know how many months.
That's not where I thought you were going, but I like that.
Okay, wait. There's the videos which have been submitted over time, which we've been showing on Glasstire. But also, there is a real auction, and the bidding starts at 50 cents. But some of these works are good artworks by some of the better artists around here. And so
all of the proceeds go to the artist.
Oh,
Glasstire is not receiving anything. ArtSmarter is not receiving anything. It all goes to the artist.
So some of the work is very, very good. Some of the work is more along kind of in the spirit of the ArtSmarter jokiness. But
is it bad if am I allowed to say that I really want the Chuck and George piece?
No, you can say that. You can fight me for it. Chris Worley and Danette Dufalo and Frank ArtSmarter will be judging the works on the night.
There is a prize, isn't there?
There is a prize, and they will be giving away the prize that night as you drink and schmooze and do the silent auction.
And one last time, what is the theme? What is the question they had to answer?
What would you do for love?
And number one, of course, this week is 25, a celebration at the Galveston Art Center. Clint Willauer is retiring after being the curator of the Galveston Art Center for 25 years. But as we all know, Clint had a long career in Houston in the commercial art world, long before he ever went to Galveston. So he's been around the Texas art scene a long, long time. Early on, when I was starting up Glasstire, I would find myself in Austin or Fort Worth or San Antonio or wherever, and there was Clint Willauer always, wherever I was. I could not get ahead of this man. Nobody has the encyclopedic knowledge of Texas artists that he has. This is a very nice tribute to somebody who's been in a very, very important presence, has given countless artists shows over the years, a generous spirit, a wonderful soul. And this is just going to be a great event Saturday night in Galveston. We're trying to collect old photos of Clint Willauer to put in our video interview that we did with him. So if you have one, please send it to us, because we're editing this video as we speak.
So what would you do for love?
Oh, a lot.